Hi, I'm Fred Hoiberg, head men's basketball coach at Iowa State University. In today's video, you will get the opportunity to see our off-season workouts. These are workouts that I used to do every day in the off-season as a player. They really helped me to become one of the elite shooters in the NBA. This is shooting workouts that I pass on to my kids and also the players that play here at Iowa State University. I learned from so many great shooters over the course of my NBA career. Reggie Miller, Chris Mullin, Larry Bird, and these are drills that I got from each one of them that I incorporated into my own workout and made me the best possible shooter that I can be. Okay, starting out with our skill development here, where we try to get a ton of shots. This is going to be an off-season workout that I'm going to talk through right here. The biggest thing that I'm talking to our player about at this time is footwork. This is just a simple warm-up drill, and when he goes on this right side to the right elbow, his footwork is going to be left foot first and then right foot. When he comes back this side, it's going to be the opposite now, inside pivot foot, so a right-left. The thing that I'm going to talk to him about as he moves on here is to get rid of that little stutter step. Right there, that was much better on that go-around. The other thing that's very important is to finish every shot. He got a little stutter again right there, which I don't like, and that's, I think, the reason he missed that shot. So as he comes in here, okay, that was the wrong way there. That was right-left. Now he'll get it going here. So coming in, right-left, very good, good balance, and finishes the shot. Touch half. We're going to shoot 10 shots right here, just to make sure he gets his blood flowing. That was really good right there. Left, right, stepping into that shot. So here he comes in again, right, left, on that elbow, good balance, and finishes his shot before he leaves. One thing that I see a lot of players do when they shoot the ball, especially on the move, is they really drift on that shot. So stick that landing and make sure the balance is good, which he did, I thought, a good job right there. So 10 shots. Gets his blood going, gets his lungs going a little bit. Now we're going to do the windshield wiper drill. Again, just to really work on footwork. We're going to get corner to elbow for 10 shots, elbow to elbow for 10 shots, and then other side for 10 shots. Okay, so now when he comes to the middle, he's coming on that inside foot, left, right. And then on the baseline, it's right-left. You can see how he's leaning back a little bit, and that's why he's leaving the ball short. That was much better right there. Straight up, good balance. That was good. Left-right, that was a good stroke. Good. And as he continues to go here, continue to incorporate that footwork every time. Now, when you go in the middle, okay, same thing. Watch how he pivots on the inside foot. Right, left there. Left, right here. Very good. Doing a pretty solid job here with his balance. A lot of times what I've noticed with this particular player is when he goes to his left, he has a tendency of drifting to his left. So that was pretty good right there. Good job going straight up and down, getting his legs into it. If you're going hard here, this is pretty good. You get the 20 shots, the 10 shots in the middle, and then the windshield wiper for 10 more. So this is 40 shots total. And again, you can see how he gets his stutter going a little bit. This player, again, when he came in his first year, he really had a lean into his shot, and he did not have very good footwork. So that's something we've really worked hard with this player. And he's a top 5 player right now in the Big 12 in three-point shooting. And I think a lot of that has to do with body position and making sure his footwork is proper, which he's done a really good job of and working extremely hard. The other thing you've seen pretty much every time, he is finishing his shot and sticking that landing. So that's 40 shots right there. So we should be breathing pretty hard. And now we get around to threes. We're going to go 2 shots around the horn, make 2, and then we're going to come back with 1 make on the way back. And again, we're going to incorporate that same footwork. Momentum into the shot is huge for me. The other thing right here that we're talking about is I really want those hips open when you're in the corner. It's hard to step into the shot because you're worried about the out of bounds line. So you see how my hip is open here, and now I'm stepping in with that right leg. So my left foot's planted, and then stepping into it. Now, as I go to the next spot, what I'm telling our player here is to get an arc, a good arc into that shot, and as I'm going to the right, I'm left-right, and as I come back around, it's going to be right-left. So you see a good job of him opening up those hips and stepping right into the shot. Okay, so he made his 2. Good job arcing into it right there. Good job with his momentum. And now, as he steps into every shot here, good, right there is left-right. That's exactly what I want out of him. Okay, good job. Good arcing into it. You simulate yourself coming off a screen. Okay, good job there. And a good job finishing it off. That was a really good arc right there. I really like that. Good footwork. Okay, now, one thing he's not doing quite as well with this particular spot was getting back and getting that momentum coming in. He was better at his other spots. That was great there. Good job opening up his hip right here and stepping into it. Now, he's made his 2. Now he's going to come back with 1. Now, you'll notice this way, when he comes back going to his left, he's going to step in right-left. Okay, now, if he misses a shot, basically what I'm telling him here is now you're stepping into it the same way. All right, so if you're on the move, you're coming in right-left, and now you're coming back with a left-right if you miss the shot, because it's basically a stationary shot. It's good momentum right there and a good shot. Now he's coming off right-left. Good. Okay, coming off again. Good arc into the shot. Right-left. All right, now he missed it, so he's left-right. So the difference is it's a stationary shot as opposed on the move. Good, and now last one. That was very bad feet there. He should have gone right-left into that last shot. Okay, so that's basically the first set. He took 40 shots initially with the 10 warm-up shots, going back and touching half court. And then he did his windshield wipers, which was 30 total shots, and then did his first round of 3s. Now I'm going to let him go to the free throw line to catch his breath here before we move on to the next drill. Big thing I'm making sure is he keeps that back straight. Again, this player really had a tendency of leaning back, which I think is going to cause an inconsistent shot. That was great right there. Okay, so 5 free throws. Make sure he gets his breath back. And what we're going to do here a little bit, this is something I usually do right before the drill, is to shoot with one hand. I think one-hand shooting is about as good as you get, because right there I'm showing him if you lean back, you're not going to be able to get a consistent shot. So right there, just really work on that nice high release, back straight, and really get your power source through your hips. People talk about legs. I think the biggest thing you get your power through is your hips, and that's why I think it's so important with strength training to do exercises that incorporate getting the strength into those hips. Good high finish right there. Now we're going to move back. Again, when I was playing back in my day, I did one-handed shooting every single day. Every day before I started my shooting routine, I did one-handed shots. Especially you look at players that might shoot knuckleballs or have a little side spin. You can't shoot a knuckleball or have side spin in your ball when you shoot with one hand. It's usually your guide hand or your offhand that somehow will put that side spin or have the knuckleball shot. And then again, body position, which I think is important as anything. You can't lean back when you shoot the ball with one hand. It's pretty solid right there. Again, this is something that we do every day to really incorporate those that good form with the basketball. Okay, second drill that we're going to work on here is a transition shooting drill. So we're going to start out, we're going to shoot first shot at about 17, 18 feet. And then what we're going to do is take 3 hard back pedals, really push off that back foot and get a 3 in the corner. We call this our 16-shot drill, basically because he shoots 16 shots, not rocket science, I guess. But as he comes in, does a good job finishing, 3, push off that back foot, and now arc in for a 3. That's good. Now we want to jog through, touch the corner, come out, he touches the 28-foot line, and now comes in that left side. So shoots about an 18-footer, 3 back pedals, hard push off the back foot, and get down to that deep corner. And again, when I talk about our offense and our spacing, it's very important that we get all the way down to the corner. So that's why we get all the way down to the corner here and get that second shot, which is the 3. So he's taken 6 shots now. And again, if you're working hard, this is a good drill to incorporate conditioning as well. So boom, shot, 3 back pedals, pushes off hard, gets all the way down to the corner, and finishes his shot. And again, track these shots. All right, we'll work on your progress, make sure you're getting better. You can see his footwork still is a little bit off. There's times on that right side where he comes in right-left, and on the left side, same thing. So again, this is something we'll watch after. That was better right there. He went right-left, 3 back pedals, push off, right-left. That was pretty good. That was good feet. But you can see his lean, and he has a tendency when he gets tired to go back to his old habits. Touches the white line there, and you see how he had wrong foot first there. That was right-left as opposed to left-right, and that was better, left-right. Push off, good feet. That was good. That was a really good finish. He finished that shot very well. Right-left, much better on those 2. So those were 16 shots, and again, if you're going full speed, it's going to be tough. After every one of these drills, we're going to go right back to get our round of 3s in. So it's 2. Good job opening up his hip right there, getting momentum into his shot. Okay, so he made his 2. Now, arc into the shot. Didn't get himself set and didn't finish it. Much better there, good. And you see the momentum, you see the difference right there. If you step into your shot, you're so much more effective. Good. Now arc into it. And again, these are hard shots now because he just did a shooting drill that incorporated a lot of running. Pretty good job right here. Opening up that hip. Good, 3 straight. Now coming back. Again, we're right-left, stepping into these shots. It's good rhythm, good balance, good tempo. Okay, so now we're done with the second set. All right, so we're going to go back to the free throw line, give him a chance to catch his breath. Again, really work on your form and shoot these free throws when you're tired, because when you're in a close game and you're late in the game, you got to be able to step up to that line to close out a game where you have a lead. Okay, there's 5 free throws. Get his breath back. Now we're going to go into our third shooting drill. This is going to be our ladder drill here, and this is a great conditioner. This is a really good drill to do in the off season. Basically what it is, you run 1 line and you take 1 shot at the opposite elbow. Now you'll see him run 2 lines. So you go short side, full sprint, and now your opposite elbow, boom, 1 shot, 2 shots. So 2 lines, 2 shots. Now he's going to run 3 lines. So 1, 2, 3. Now he's going to take 3 shots, starting at opposite elbow. Good footwork, left, right going that way, inside pivot foot, right, left this way. That's 2 and 3. Now he's got 4 lines. Again, a very good conditioner. Really get your legs going, really get your lungs going. Okay, 4 lengths, now 4 shots. You can tell he's getting tired. 1, 2, really work on his balance now. 3, most shooters that I've seen, they can shoot really good form when they're not tired, when they're just out there shooting around, but you really got to keep that form going as you get a little winded. Now you really got to push these guys through this last one. This is a tough drill. I got this shooting drill from Chris Mullen. Chris Mullen is one of the all-time best that I've ever seen as far as incorporating conditioning into his shooting drills. So now here's 5. He's got 5 shots. 2, 3, 4, and finish 5. Pretty good job on that drill. Now, one thing that we'll do, we'll go up and down the ladder as these guys get in a little better shape. So we'll go up to 5, and then we'll go back down the ladder where you go 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that is really a good drill, especially as you get close to practice time if you're doing this in the preseason. So again, he finished his drills. That's the 3rd drill, and now he goes right into his round of 3s. So we're going to do the same thing. Make 2 at each spot, work your way around, and then come back with 1. I like to start it on different sides as well. So you saw last time he started on the left side. This time we started him on the right just to make sure, just to change up his footwork a little bit. And you see the difference now. When it's stationary, it's always left-right. When he's on the move going this way, it's right-left, right there. So he gets himself back, shot ready, boom. And exactly, getting himself momentum. You saw the lean right there. He did not finish that shot at all, and much better here. Okay, now he comes back with a 1, coming back this other direction. Pretty good. Doing a good job stepping into it, getting himself momentum. Good, really good on that last one. You see how we finished that shot. Okay, now goes back to the free throw line. Give him 5 shots to catch his breath. And again, this is one of the most common things I see with shooters is they really lean with that body position. That's, I think, is one of the things that especially young players do more than anything. In fact, my kids do it. They really lean back. And you can see even Naz is still doing it a little bit, but he's 100% better than he was when he got here. And again, that's just because of repetition, those one-handed shooting drills that we do every day, and then his willingness to get into the gym and just get up a ton of reps. Okay, next drill we're going to do is the star drill. And one of the biggest keys to this one is not just running to your spot, but you're going to run 4 or 5 feet behind the spot you're going to next to make sure you get that momentum going into your shot. So basically the way this drill goes is you start out corner, you're going to come to the top, you're going to go opposite corner, and then to the 2 wings. And we're going to shoot 10 total shots here, so you're going to go around twice. It's 2, 3, now go opposite wing. Doing a pretty good job right there, running behind the line so he gets momentum going into it. So that's first time around now, not very good. All right, second time here, go back to the corner. All right, now to the top. That's really good footwork right there, really good. Opposite corner. And now the 2 wing spots. Again, you notice when he doesn't finish his shot, he pulls the string back on that follow through. He generally misses. That was pretty good. All right, you're going to shoot a great shot sometimes, but that thing, for whatever reason, just doesn't go in. Now, you can give yourself a goal on this. I usually make my guards make 8 out of 10, and if they don't make 8, they got to do the drill over again. So that's basically what we're doing here. If he didn't make his 8, he's going to start again. Good. He noticed he wasn't running in. He was coming in too flat. All right, you got good momentum going into that. Okay, pretty good. Again, if you go full speed here, it's a good conditioning drill as well. Pretty good. 4 out of 5 right there. Okay, so again, that's something you can do. You can set a goal for yourself. It might be 4 out of 10 one day. All right, it might be 5 out of 10, just as long as you're making progress. And then after you make your after you go through your drill, we're going right back to our threes. You can sit in the gym all day and shoot shots that will not prepare you for games. It's the thing that we really try to do is have good quality reps. Okay, so we may shoot for only a half an hour one day, but as long as we're going hard and we're getting game speed repetitions, that's going to prepare you a heck of a lot more than being in the gym for 4 hours just out there goofing around. So make sure if you're out there shooting, you're doing these types of drills, you're doing it with purpose. I can promise you this is going to get you in a lot better shape shooting these types of shots for a half hour or 40 minutes than if you just go out there and shoot those shots that aren't going to do anything for you. So you'll see, the thing I want him here, that's much better. That footwork, he was coming into his next spot a little bit too flat. That was great there, really good. Excellent. You see, no drift. He's got no drift at all on that shot. Finished every one. Those last 3 were beautiful reps. Okay, he's tired again. Now that was basically our 4th shooting drill, 4th round of threes, and now we'll get back to the free throw line. Okay, moving on to our next drill here. Again, one thing we really try to do in our game situations is to get a lot of transition threes. I love getting shots up before that defense gets set. So what we're doing here is we're starting at half court. We're going to get all the way down to that corner and knock down a shot. If he misses that shot, he's got to continue to go back to the corner until he makes it. If he does make a shot, like you've seen him make his first 2, you get to move on to the next one. So obviously the more shots you make, the less running you're going to do. So that's 3 for 3, and now you're coming in on that opposite wing. He's got great footwork. He's really finishing his shot right now. And now hit that midline and then really turn and go. Get all the way down to that corner. Again, when we run our transition, we really try to flatten out that floor and get all the way down to that corner. Great job in the first round, and now he's going to come back. So you got to make 10 shots to get out of this drill. And if you're missing shots, this is a lot of running. All right, he's 6 for 6 right now, doing a good job getting his feet set. Now, that's the first miss, so you notice he'll go right back, touch half court, and come right back to the same spot until he makes it. Good job. Okay, he had the wrong foot on that one now. Okay, you got to come in left, right on that mid shot. Good, much better there. Finished the shot. Now, last shot here, he's really got to turn and sprint. That was pretty good running. 10 out of 11 right there. Now, he's really going to be tired on this. Generally, you don't make 10 out of 11, so you're going to have a pretty good, you're going to have tired legs, you're going to be gassed. All right, so again, very important now, we shoot these spot shots when you're tired. Make sure we get that footwork corrected. Good job there. Really good, really good. Again, you got to understand now how tired these guys are when they're shooting these, when they're doing these shooting drills. This actually is one of our players that's in really, really good shape. Okay, so that was the 2 around. For whatever reason, we didn't go 1 back that time, but we generally will. So now back to the free throw line. Again, that's probably one of the more difficult, more demanding shooting drills we do, is when you have to make those 10 transition threes, especially if you're missing those corner shots. That's a hard run to get down there. It takes some guys 10 minutes to get out of that drill, and they are really gassed when they're done. Making sure he's straight up and down. Again, that's something that we do a lot with our guys, is I'll put my hand right in their back to make sure they have that good body position when they're going up to shoot. Okay, another thing that we're going to simulate on this next shooting drill is finishes coming off down screens. This is an action that we'll run some. You see a lot of this in the NBA, the single-double type action, where you can really curl in there and get good shots at the basket. And what I'm talking to our player about here is to make sure he doesn't swing that ball down where a little guard can come in and take it away. I played for some really good coaches that we did this type of thing where we called this finishing school, where you go in there, you keep that ball high so they can't take it. They can't take it away. They can't strip it. And we're going to go through a series of shots here, starting with a finish in the opposite side of the basket. Then we're going to go to a floater. We're going to shoot an elbow jump shot. We're going to come out and shoot a three-pointer on the wing, and then we're going to finish with this fade shot right here. Make sure we get good footwork. Once again, get momentum into that shot, even though you're fading when that defender tries to shortcut the screen. So hard curl here. Good job keeping the ball up. All right, and then opposite. Good job right there, not swinging the ball down. Now a floater. That left-hand floater is a tough one. Sometimes I tell our guys just to go up and shoot it with a jump stop and shoot it with the right hand. Now, watch the footwork here. Coming on this side, it's right-left. On that other side, it was left-right. Now he's going to come off wide here and shoot a three. And then last one on the curl. I'd like to see him moving into that shot a little bit as opposed to backing into it. And then the last one is this flare action, this fade. Pretty good. And then last shot. Good. Trying to teach these guys also how to read the play. All right, so we're going to go around once. And now we're going to go a second time here. Tight curl. Keep that thing up high. All right, he swung it down a little bit. See how we ducked it. All right, that's what we're telling him. Try to keep that thing up high and really spin it off the glass. Okay, now the floater. And you can see how tired he's getting now. Again, good conditioners here. Left, right, stepping into it. Now he's coming off this other side. So he's getting a little lazy here with his footwork as he gets tired. He's not stepping into it quite as much as he was before. Got off balance a little bit on that one. Didn't finish that one. Really stick that landing. All right, didn't finish that one in the follow through. And now that's what players do when they get tired, is they really start to get lazy with that form. So the big thing we try to do is if that happens, to get them reset and get them making sure they're going with good proper form. Finish every shot. That was better. That was really good footwork there. That wasn't great. Open up that hip in the corner. It's a good job. Okay, now he's left-right. When he coming back right, to the right, to his right, it's going to be a left-right footwork shot. All right. Then if he misses it, now that he's stationary, it's every time left-right. Okay, making sure that he's not leaning. Okay, next drill we're going to do is going to incorporate the ball screen. And again, we talk about the different ways that we will be defended on this action, and we're going to get a shot according to how they're going to play us. So the first one here, as he goes off, I'm going to chase, and he's going to beat the man on a flat show. So on a flat hedge on that first one, he's going to get there to the nail for his shot. We'll also work on going under the ball screen where you stop and pop right there. We'll talk about the third way on how you ice the ball screen. That's how we play ball screens, and shoot a little step back shot right there. So we'll get a good separation dribble there. It's pretty good. And make sure on that last dribble, that bounce has really got to propel you into your shot. So again, boom, hesitate a little bit, and then really pound that last dribble to get that momentum going into that shot. Momentum's a huge thing when you're working on your shot, working on your shooting. And you really got to separate away now when you get it. That was pretty good there. Okay, now he's going under. Defender's going under the screen and stop and pop. That was pretty good there. It's good. And now we're going to work on the ice. Good, really good footwork on that one. Really good. It's a good job. Same thing in this step back now. Really got to enforce to these players that they finish their shot right there. That was really good. So we make two of each and then go over to the other side. Same thing. The first one's the flat hedge. Now we're going to go under. And then the last one is we're going to ice the ball screen, force them down to the baseline. Pretty good. Good footwork on that one. Really push off that inside foot. And then got to keep your balance. Can't lean back. Good, right there, and straight up and down. Very good. And again, you can see how tired he is now. Again, that's very difficult when you're doing it by yourself. So we go right into our threes when he's tired again. And you notice the big thing I'm telling him here now is as he misses a couple, he's staying right there in the line as opposed to backing himself up where he gets that momentum going into a shot. Those last two were great. Good, and then open up that hip and step right into a shot. Got himself off balance there. Next drill we're going to do is to really work on those finishes. And again, keep that ball out. Right there what I showed is when you bring that ball down on your hip, basically what you're doing is allowing that guard to recover and get the ball back. So when you get a step on your defender, you should be able to finish if you keep the ball out. Again, touch here, going hard, dribble, keep it up high, and finish on that backside. All right, you get your right and your left hand here. Good, we want to do it without the dribble first here. Keep it out, very good. It's a good job not bringing it down. It's a good job. Really want to force him to use those steps. Get good long steps. Okay, had to use a dribble that time, pretty good. Now we have a series of 20 shots. We're going to shoot 5 twos, 5 threes, 5 going towards the passer with a shot fake, and then 5 rip driving away from the passer. And this is an excellent, excellent conditioner. This is usually what we do at the end to really get a good conditioning and get those lungs burning at the end of the workout. You notice here, after those shot fakes, my teaching point on that is to stay low, don't raise out of it, get that shot fake up and explode into your move. And then the last one is the rip drive without a shot fake and really pull that ball across and propel, have the dribble propel you into your shot. So basically again, it's 20 shots. Notice how even though he's shooting a 2-pointer here, he's running in outside the 3. And again, watch the footwork and watch the balance. That's the number one thing that you really want out of this drill, especially when you get tired. Pivot on that inside foot. Good 1-2 step, so left, right. So there's the first 5. Now we're going to the 3s, 5 threes here. Again, we've got the blue NBA line on the floor right there, a couple of our players who are getting themselves ready for some pre-draft workouts. But it's great to have that because you start outside the NBA line right there to step yourself into the college line. Now there's your second set of 5 shots. Now we've got one dribble on a shot fake, going right into a shot, one dribble. So you're towards the passer here. And again, he's getting himself a little bit too high on that one. The first one, he didn't get it up enough. You have to make it look like your normal shot here on the pump fake. Again, he's still raising up a little bit out of that, a little bit too high. And don't get in a hurry on those shot fakes now. I mean, really sell it. Really sell the shot fake. Okay, last 5 here. Catch, pull across your body, really rip drive, hard dribble, propel it into your shot. Rip drive. Not very good footwork on that one. Make sure you go right, left when you're going that direction. That was pretty good. That was good footwork on that one. Now 2 more shots. Again, you can see how tired he is. This is a very taxing drill here. And then here we go with the last one. That was very good. That's an excellent drill that gives you a lot of different things to work on. You work on the 2, you work on the 3, you work on the pump fake drive towards the pass, and then the rip drive, 20 game type shots that force you to really use different elements of the game with the ball handling, with the rip drive, and every time you dribble that ball, you really got to propel you into that jump shot. Now we're done with all our shooting drills here, and the last thing that I'm going to do with these guys is get a lot of spot shooting before they can leave the gym. What we'll do is we'll go 5 makes at each spot with good footwork every time and really enforcing that high release on the shot. Pretty good. There's 5. 5 in the corner, 5 here at the wing. Every time stepping into it. That's pretty good. Making sure that he's staying straight up and down. That was great there. That was a perfect shot. Good. See, he leaned on that one now. Better. I think he's doing a great job as he's finishing every shot. You see he's sticking that landing before he moves back, and that's so important. You don't want these guys just shooting to be shooting. They've got to be perfect reps here. Good. Good, that's the way to stick it. Good. Here we go, last 5. This is a little funny for some of these guys in their footwork to really open up that hip. I would like to have his right foot pointed a little bit more at the target as he's got that left hip opened up. So there's his 5 at each spot. Now I'm going to let him shoot a couple free throws here. And again, with all the conditioning that we've been doing in this shooting drill, we've really only been going for about a little over 40 minutes, is you can get so many good reps up here and get a great workout. So 2 shots. Now we're going to start them in the other corner, and we're going to make 3 at each spot. So the first one we made 5 at each spot, gave him 2 free throws. Now this is going to incorporate shooting off the move a little bit better, and you see how I really want him to get in there, right, left, and then as he gets back to set on a spot shot, it's left, right. So he's going to make 3. Really like that. That's really good. Stepping in, really good shot prep. You notice when he steps into a shot, he makes it pretty much every time. Got off balance on that one. Good. He's in that left corner again. Open up that right hip. Left foot's planted. Just step right into it. Okay, so he made 5 threes around the horn at each spot. I gave him 2 free throws. He made 3 at each spot, starting in the opposite corner. And now I'm going to give him 2 free throws. And then we've got 1 more round. We'll make 2 around and 1 back. And then we'll finish with some other free throws. That's really good rhythm right there. He's picked it up here now, left, right. You see how quick his feet are now. Not that you're a hurry up top, but sometimes you got to get those feet set, stepping into it. Okay, now he's going to bring it back with 1. This is the last drill here. And the one thing I always did with this is I make 7 on the way back. So you make at the 5 spots going around with the 2, and then when you bring it back with 1, you're going to make it from all 7 spots. That's a pretty good day of shooting right there. Now, one thing that I always make at least my guards do is they make them make 10 free throws 10 free throws in a row before they can walk out of the gym. Okay, this one last drill that we're going to do here is really just incorporating rhythm. I want these guys feeling really good about themselves before they walk out of the gym. So I'll just put them right up at the top of the key and stepping into the shot. All about rhythm and tempo. So much shooting is rhythm and tempo. Muscle memory. Everything looks the same every single time he shoots. Good quick feet on his 1-2 step. That's good. Make him make 10. I don't touch the ball. When I walked out of the gym, I make my last 3 and I walk out of there. Make somebody else put that ball away. Hopefully you can take some of the drills that we showed today to help make you a better player. I'm a firm believer that you make yourself the best player possible in the off season. You need to put a lot of time and effort into these shooting drills and really work on muscle memory to become a great shooter. Hopefully these drills will help you become that.